A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens is a historical novel set against the backdrop of the French Revolution. It explores themes of love, sacrifice, and redemption while depicting the stark contrasts between the cities of London and Paris during this tumultuous period. The story begins in 1775, with the introduction of two main characters, Lucie Manette, a young Frenchwoman living in London, and Charles Darnay, a French nobleman who has renounced his family's aristocratic privileges. Lucie is a kind and compassionate woman who possesses a calming influence on those around her. Darnay, on the other hand, rejects the injustices of the French nobility and settles in England, seeking a new life. As the novel progresses, we are introduced to Sidney Carton, a disillusioned English lawyer who leads a dissipated and unfulfilled life. Carton is in love with Lucie but believes himself to be unworthy of her affections. His character is deeply complex, torn between his self-loathing and his desire to find redemption. Meanwhile, in Paris, the oppressive rule of the French monarchy and the immense social inequality lead to growing unrest among the common people. The revolutionaries, represented by figures such as Monsieur and Madame Defarge, seek to overturn the existing order and establish a new society based on principles of equality and justice. The lives of these characters become intertwined when Darnay is summoned to France to aid a former family servant, Gabelle, who is imprisoned under false charges. Despite the dangers, Darnay heeds the call and is arrested upon his arrival in Paris. Lucie, her father Dr. Alexander Manette, a once imprisoned and mentally traumatized physician, and their loyal friend Mr. Jarvis Lorry traveled to France to rescue Darnay. In a twist of fate, Darnay is accused of being an aristocrat and put on trial for his life. The trial serves as a searing indictment of the corruption and brutality of the revolutionaries, highlighting the dangers of mob mentality. However, Darnay's resemblance to Carton becomes crucial when Carton formulates a daring plan to save him. Carton persuades Darnay to switch places with him, sacrificing himself for the sake of Lucie and her family. In the final act of the novel, Carton bravely faces his impending execution and finds solace in the hope that his sacrifice will bring happiness to those he loves. He famously utters the iconic lines, "It is a far better thing that I do than I have ever done, it is a far better rest that I go to than I have ever known." The story concludes with the fall of the guillotine, marking the end of the French Revolution and the beginning of a new era. Lucie, her father, and her daughter are eventually reunited with the virtuous characters who survive the turmoil. The novel ends on a note of hope and redemption, emphasizing the power of love and selflessness to overcome even the darkest of times. A Tale of Two Cities is a masterful work of literature that captures the social and political complexities of its time. Dickens weaves together a compelling narrative, rich with memorable characters and intricate plot lines, to deliver a powerful message about the resilience of the human spirit in the face of adversity.